Music Matters here today with good people. How you guys feeling?
Feeling good until you do that clap. I damn near fucking jumped out of my seat.
Yeah, gotta get the cut.
Yeah, totally.
You can't mix the audio without it. It's
that's what that's for.
I forgot.
I thought it was to wake us up.
No, I mean that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I did.
Woke.
I forgot the clap in so many interviews, and it's such a pain because you have to sync up the audio with the whole thing without people are talking.
Wow.
I mean, you were telling me before that you video edited, so I feel I'm sure
I didn't get to that part. That part was I didn't get there. Nah.
What were you doing about? Just more different production stuff?
Drew knows how I do. I do it the long way. You know how I time. You know what I mean? Even when we're doing music, I literally just I'll do the spacebar method. Even when I'm recording on Pro Tools or Logic Pro, I don't do the whole tempo thing. When it lines it up, I just literally all go manual. It's the dumbest way to do it,
so
but
you
it just
go
works
all
for me.
visually, you don't work off BPM or anything?
He's
all
a
visually.
visualist.
I'll look at the beat where it drops and shit and just line it up.
Have you always recorded like that?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
Yeah, I just learned recently I wasn't supposed to be, but I can't stop.
You never knew?
Can't
Never
stop.
knew.
Yeah, that's funny. Tell me a little bit about where we are. Is this where you guys record all your music or some of it?
We record, I would say, some of our music here. We also do record at our own silent media company. We are also with Erupt Management, and we are in the Lava Lounge right now.
Yeah.
This is called the Lava Lounge. Right here's the keyboards. We got the studio right here.
This is a beautiful setting, and it's super professional. We love doing it here. What we're really used to is the straight home. We recorded pretty much every single album.
We recorded technically 4 albums, all 4 of our albums at our
house.
home studio.
Yeah.
Was that because of just a lack of a studio or?
No, it's by choice because we work with 5 different engineers. We don't go into the studio a lot of times. We'll just send the stems to engineers because our process is it takes some time, and we don't really. I don't think that's the most effective way.
What about your process takes a lot of time? Are you guys kind of perfectionists in that way?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also
we might spend a whole day on one song in the studio.
Yeah.
There's a lot of layers. Of layers, yeah.
Layers meaning
harmonies, ad-libs, beat cuts.
Especially this guy. He'll do one and then he'll do another one, and then he'll do another one, and then he'll do another one in a different pitch. And he'll just keep layering it. That's an example.
Yeah. And then if I'm recording Jew, we just got done recording right now too. I'll make him do it 30 times. I'm so obnoxious.
Yeah. Oh no, it's fair.
Yeah.
At least he's not Dr. Dre, but that's fine.
I mean, it's obnoxious, but it brings the best results, so it's worth it.
It's worth it, yeah. Especially because Jew has this certain type of voice, right? And it's different. And I'm always trying to figure out how we can keep bringing that out and expressing it more. There's times where Jew, I know he's holding back, right? And I'll be fucking go for it. I know what's in your head, do it. And it turns out incredible. That's why we do it so many times.
So, Jew, do you sing mostly, or do you ever sing as well, Red?
I'm pretty much
that guy's the singer, I would say. That being said, I sing, but it's more of a I don't know what you would call it.
A British accent?
Yeah, it's a British accent. Yeah, it's crazy. I've heard I sound like Trippie Redd before. I heard that recently, actually.
I could see that.
And it kind of was all right.
A little bit.
You know what?
A tiny bit.
It's a half compliment, half slap in the face. So at the end of the day, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Trippie Redd's pretty dope, though.
He said what?
Trippie Redd is dope, though.
Yeah, Trippie's cool, but
Trippie's
I feel
dope,
as an artist, I feel it would be a little bit hard being compared to other artists in that way, because I feel you guys particularly are so careful about just doing your own thing and being unique. It seems like you guys are very careful about just everything from how you name songs to how you record to your process. It seems like you want to be different. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, I would say it's true. I would say it's less purposeful. On purpose, I think we just kind of have this vision. And there is influences and stuff like that, but it comes more natural of trying to have a certain sound. It's really we say that we do every genre, and our fans are starting to tell us that we're our own genre, and I thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, because I feel a lot of artists too, they get labeled really early in their career. Like I feel like that's a problem with lots of people. Like they'll get labeled as like this screamo guy or this rapper, or this star or whatever. But then they kind of get in that place where their fans want one sound from them. And I feel like the perk of establishing early in your career that you're going to do a lot of different sounds is that like very slowly you can begin to creatively evolve, and you don't have to get stuck making one sound that people like, because they started liking your music for all the sounds you made.
That's a great point.
I never thought of that, even though it seems so like simple the way you said it just now.
But that was like because you notice that with artists
on the nail.
Yeah, you notice that with artists, like they'll have a certain sound and then they switch up and their fans are like, "What the fuck?"
Exactly.
And then
And the thing too is like I feel like there's a balance you have to maintain. It's like making what you want to make versus making what people want to hear from you. Yeah. And it's kind of a hard line to tote, I would imagine.
Yeah. Well, I don't give a shit what people want to hear from me.
He doesn't care. He just knows that he is a fucking demon.
I want to talk about how you and me first got connected, how you kind of just came up to me at a party when we just started talking about your music. Do you market in that way a lot? Like, are you very forthright and do you like go to people and push your music that way?
Yeah. Sometimes I would say definitely when I feel I'm in an environment where it would be beneficial, obviously, for me to market my music on, if I see a group of young 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, and, they're having a good time listening to music or not, they're slapping some Weezer, they're slapping, I don't know, some Mac Dre, whatever they're slapping, hey, what do you guys listen to? Yep. This is good people. Check us out. You might like us. We were on 94.9, etc.
Yeah, this man's really, really good with that, which is why I made these. I literally made this because I know that he's going to be passing them out.
Yeah.
And they're, their QR code with our website on it and stuff, because he's that type of person.
These are hella professional. These are well done.
Thanks. I paid extra $3 for the texture.
Hey, might as well. It takes the dough. Do you ever get nervous when you're going with people like that you're going to get shut down, or do you just not really give a shit about people's reactions?
You know what it is at this point? You just know when you need to go up to them and tell them. That's right. It's like an itch you get. Like, one out of these 3 or one out of these 4 is definitely going to fuck with my music.
That's real.
That's how I look at it. Yeah. I swear, if I can get that one person in that group to follow us on Spotify
it's worth it.
Or whatever. Like
word
of mouth
is still the best form of marketing.
Oh yeah.
Yes, word of mouth is definitely the best form of marketing, especially if you have mouthpiece. Like, this guy has the best mouthpiece that I've ever heard. Actually.
Pause. Like what I'll do too is like I do wine tour winery transportation. So I take people.
That?
Basically, we have party buses and SUVs, and we take people to different wineries.
Oh, okay.
And there's times where I'll get like a fill-in, like a group of like bachelorette girls. Like I'm already knowing. I'm like, hey, play this song
from Texas.
Texas, Ohio.
Blonde hair.
Come to find
Caucasian.
out, I probably shouldn't say this, but I don't. Whatever. People from Ohio have the strongest Valley Girl accent. I just learned that.
Really?
Strongest.
I feel like, to be honest with you, it might also be because they're drinking wine. They probably have a lot of money.
Yeah, facts.
I would like to go to Columbus or Cleveland.
Yeah, just once.
That'd be pretty nice.
I don't want to get stuck there.
No, just once. I'll try anything once.
I feel like that's also, I've never been to the Midwest, but I feel like what's cool about the Midwest is you get such like an influx of culture, like you get people from like the West and like the South. It's like all different kinds of people all in one kind of conglomerate.
Yeah, no, totally.
That's super chill what like Texas is turning into too, like Texas and Colorado, because everybody's moving out of California.
Little Bay Area.
Yeah. Are you guys originally from the Bay?
Where'd you?
Yeah. Bay Area. I was born in Berkeley, AboveTheBridge Hospital.
Who is actually my great grandmother?
Wait, go back. So you said that your great grandmother.
Did you know that?
What was that?
That AboveTheBridge is my great grandmother.
Oh wow.
My great grandmother.
The actual name of the hospital, AboveTheBridge, is the actual
AboveTheBridge, the person.
Woman.
The woman, yeah.
I had no idea.
She started it in Richmond, and she would bring in homeless people off the streets and bring them in the house, and her parents, who were my greats, weren't feeling it, you know, but like wanted to help her out, so they bought her a space, and she had like 7 beds and built the whole hospital. Yeah,
my great grandmother. It started. They would just bring in homeless people.
She would just bring in homeless people and take care of them. Yeah.
That's fascinating. Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that you were born there.
Alta Bates in Berkeley.
Yeah.
I was born at the hospital.
How about you, Red? Are you from here originally?
Yeah, I'm originally born in San Francisco. But I tell everyone, you know, my mom had me. She was pregnant at 13 and had me at 14. And she was single and a hustler, so we were just always on the move.
Yeah.
So I've lived in, I think we counted, and it was 42 different cities before I was 18.
Jeez.
But mostly the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Zooming.
You're always on the move.
Yeah.
Do you think growing up like that in so many different places with so many different like influences and cultures like really impacts your music?
Oh, definitely.
In what ways?
In the ways of what kind of music I've been exposed to. And the different types of people I've been exposed to. So, you know, every kind
Federation.
of we're not going there.
We won't go there.
But yeah, artists. A lot of different types of people. Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
Huh. Do you think that's part of the reason that you guys don't want to be labeled down genre-wise? Like, do you think that? Like, I guess a better way to phrase that question is, did you grow up listening to only hip-hop, or were you listening to alternative?
I would say both of us. Yeah, go ahead, Drew, because both of us have the same thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Mainly, at the end of the day, it was hip-hop. I've always loved hip-hop. Shit. Beastie Boys, Eminem, Run DMC, DMX, whatever. Dr. Dre, you can name it, I listen to it. Mm-hmm. But there was a certain age where I was like, whoa, this is dope, but this Blink-182 album, this shit is fucking different.
The self-titled one?
The one with the nurse on it, all small things,
Anima?
What's My Age Again?
Anima the State
album?
Correct. Yeah, that one was a big piece for
even
me
the one
too.
before that, I Miss You.
Yeah.
I don't know the names to it. Happy Face.
Uh-huh.
I listened to a lot of albums.
What about when Linkin Park went and did some shit with Jay-Z?
Yeah, Linkin Park did some shit with Jay-Z, and that shit was definitely made some type of wave. I wasn't exactly a fan of it at the time.
Uh-huh.
I look back on it now, though. That was a definite success for the music industry, especially for rap, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like I say, I was heavy on hip-hop. I eventually started listening to more music, got into like punk rock, some emo, My Chemical Romance type shit. Yeah, so that's kind of my story. As far as him,
it's pretty similar. It's pretty similar, yeah.
That's pretty interesting that like when Jay-Z collaborated with Linkin Park, that had such a big effect on you. And I guess that makes a lot of sense when you think about the kind of music you guys make. Cause
yeah,
it definitely is a cross between like rap and rock.
Yeah, I mean it's all stemming from hip hop. No matter what we do, you'll always hear a hip hop influence. Like the song Satellite, like, you know, the beginning, I'm saying farewell to California, pretty girls. Like that's like such a hip hop cadence. Mm-hmm. It's not the usual a rock thing, but you know, that's just kind of how we approach it.
How do you guys feel about a lot of the new hip hop that's kind of crossing over with pop and rock, like people like Ian Dior, and then even guys like Travis Barker from Blink, like getting involved in hip hop?
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like what you guys are doing in that sense is a lot of room to grow.
Yeah.
Because I feel like right now more than ever there is a very big space for those two worlds to collide.
Mm-hmm. It was really nice because I feel like, I don't know if this is true, but I feel like we started right before that started becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And it was nice because it was like, okay, we're not doing stuff too different. Like this is obviously where music is going. Yeah.
I personally like it a lot. Actually, I think it's really different. People are finally being themselves and not worrying about what's
culturally correct. I want to
exactly.
say. Yeah.
I feel like that's the big thing, that people are really trying to be themselves. Because it's funny, like I feel like before this, you'd have like people who grew up in like that hip hop trope, like just that kind of rap scene, and you grow up. I feel like everybody growing up in that scene tried to hide the fact that they listened to like punk music and all these different genres, and now it's kind of all of a sudden like an okay thing to wear on your sleeve, and I think that's really cool.
Either you were like a Drake or you were a gangster killer rapper.
Yeah, literally.
Previously.
And even in a micro scale, like you'll see people that are in their car by themselves listening to rock or something, and then they pull up on the homies and they switch up.
Right.
You know.
I personally love me and this guy sometimes will rock out to a fucking MGK song sometimes before we go on stage. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Just throwing that out there.
I remember we were riding in the Good People van and we were on our way to a show in Oakland, and there was this like these like 5 guys that looked like they probably listened to Mozzie or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I hop out the window and I start singing to him. I don't remember what song it was. It was it Jesse's Girl?
It might have been Jesse's Girl, yeah.
Springfield. But yeah, I started singing it to him, and then I was just blasting it. You know what I mean? We were just having a good time, bro. And they were looking at us and they were like, "Hey, y'all got some weed?"
He's like, "Hey, I don't give a fuck about that. Y'all got some weed."
I think that's one of the funny things about growing up in the Bay Area too. Is like you definitely have like those two sides of the coin, right? Because you have like Berkeley, for example, like even who you're wearing on your shirt, Drew, like that's where Green Day is from, right? And there was that whole East Bay punk scene that was gigantic, but then you have that with the influence from all the West Coast hip hop, and it's like these two cultural forces that collided that kind of, I feel like, made the breeding ground to have people like you two or like other artists that are kind of morphing those worlds together now.
Of course, and Drew kind of touched on it earlier. So I grew up with Richie Rich was a strong influence in my life. He was heavily in my life and still is in both of ours. And, I Got 5 on it. Where you from? Oakland, smoking. That guy, right? So he was a big influence. Like, I was exposed to all that kind of stuff. Cutthroat Committee, too. You're talking like PSD was my babysitter.
Wow.
PSD
was your babysitter.
Absolutely. I woke up.
Just the name, though. I love it.
Sounds like a song title.
Sugar Wolf Pimp. Yeah, he was somebody that was a strong influence too. So you see all that, and then there's other worlds in the Bay too, and it's really interesting. So I feel like we're both influenced by the entire Bay Area.
So if you were growing up around people like that, like was music a gigantic part of the way you grew up?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's all I was really exposed to was rappers all the time growing up.
When did you know that you wanted to make music?
When Baby Bash had me come over and try to say some shit in Spanish that I couldn't say in Spanish, but I seen that it was him and Kid Frost in the studio at that time, and Baby Bash wasn't too big at that time, but I'm like 5, and it was him and Kid Frost, and Kid Frost is this is for la raza. He was like an old school Mexican, like,
all Bay guys, right?
Yeah, Bay guys. Kid Frost might be from LA too, but yeah, man, I got in there and I got on that microphone and I heard myself in the ears. And I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Yeah.
That's crazy. When did you first know that you wanted to make music, Drew?
Man. Whew. First time I wanted to make music was the first time that I probably heard a rap album or any album, to be honest, to be frank. I remember my mom had picked up a Beastie Boys Greatest Hits album. And I just remember listening to Girls, all I really want is girls. In the morning it's girls.
Yeah.
And in the evening it's girls.
You were thinking like that at 5?
Yeah, no, but the tempo in my head, it was just that fun tempo, and it would just get cut. The tempo would get caught in my head, and then it just grew. She let me listen to Ice Cube, probably the hardest rap album that I ever heard. Still, the Ice Cube, No Vaseline album, Death Certificate. Check it out, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, I love his mom. She's like us too. She listens to everything.
Really?
Yeah. I just kind of got cultured differently, I guess.
Are your guys' parents still a big influence in your life? You still close with them?
Yeah, I would say I'm still close with my mom. Yeah,
he's close to my mom too.
Yeah, I'm close to his mom as well.
Yeah, she's super in our lives and helps us with the whole journey on everything.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys doing this full time at this point?
No.
I would say part time.
Okay. Let's say it like this: we got to pay our bills, but every waking day of every moment, we are doing something to do with music, even when we're at work. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, we got to pay our bills. This is not funding our entire everything right now.
I like that.
Yeah.
And that's the grind, man. That's like, I feel like when you're in that stage, that's what makes it that's what make or breaks somebody.
Absolutely.
When you're in that stage where you're still having to, go to a 9 to 5 and work to pay the bills and keep everything funded, but then when you get off, it's all, and when you're there, all you think about is this, and you want it more than anything. I mean, on a lesser scale, but I guess I'm in school and I work 5 days a week too, so I can relate to that in a sense. It's like,
and you're grinding with your whole platform.
Appreciate that, but it's like, whenever I'm at work and at school, it's like all I'm thinking about is this. It's like everything. It's you can be somewhere, but you're never really there. Like I feel like I'm at work or I'm at school, but I'm never really there. Like I'm here.
It's like a bug, man. And a lot of people have it, but not everybody has it. It's like this itch. Like you can't freaking. It's like a drug, dude. Like music and in anything that you love. Like with what you're doing now, like. You can't stop thinking about it because it lights you the fuck on fire, bro.
Well, it makes you want to be somebody. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of where I come from. That's where like the fire's lit for me. It's just like the idea that like I guess, I mean, probably similar to yourself, I believe in what I'm doing. Like I think there's a place for it, and I think it matters. And I think I'm just more or less fighting. I'm sure you can relate to this as well. I'm just fighting to do something that matters. You know what I mean? Because I feel so many people get complacent and they start doing things they don't really believe in and doing things that they don't think have any place in this world, but they're just doing it to do it. And I feel like you gotta always be against that state and be in a place where you're striving for more.
It's easy to call too.
Sometimes it does feel like full time though.
Might as well be.
We took August off to not do any shows to kind of work on some music video concepts and
admin work,
finish some music that we need to work on for our next album. And that being said, we have 3 or 4 shows coming up in September, so it will feel more full time, a little bit.
Yeah, the shows are definitely something that brings a whole nother aspect to it. But even then, we're still writing.
I love to see our cult fans out there. By the way, it's awesome. I love when you guys come out.
When you guys play, shout out your shows real quick.
Yeah, September 4th at Pleasant Grove, California.
Walnut Grove.
Walnut Grove, California. That's by Stockton. Also 9/11 in Santa Cruz at the Catalyst. That's September 11th.
That's a sick venue.
At the Catalyst. We'll be headlining also with Danny Ali
and Christopher Kenji is not only going to be doing a set opening, but he's going to be our guitarist as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And lastly, September 19th at Brick and Mortar. Let's do that again. September 19th at Brick and Mortar. You do it. You do this one.
We're good.
I'm high as shit.
Yeah, we're good.
Do it.
Brick and Mortar, San Francisco 9/19. Yeah.
How's the transition been to playing live again? Like, was it hard for you guys to not play live during COVID?
Well, we started right when COVID hit last year.
Oh, okay.
We started the band when COVID hit.
That's a
March of last year.
Fucking hard.
Best thing that ever happened to me.
Man.
That was the greatest time.
Really?
Yeah, best thing that happened to me.
Yeah, that was the greatest.
Got out of a toxic relationship after 10 years. Linked up with Red.
Left her for me.
10 years.
Yeah, left her for Red.
Yeah.
Now me and Red are fucking not nominated.
You paused
Grammy.
way too long. You paused way too long after fucking. He can edit that in so smooth. Now me and Red are fucking.
That's my brother. No, but yeah, seriously, yeah, it was heartbroken. Fucking whatever. Linked up with Red.
Made some great music from that heartbreak.
Yep. Decided just to be like, bro, you want to do something different? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you know what I mean. Started listening to different type of beats. Bam. Came up with genre 1.
Hold on, we weren't even good people at that time.
We weren't.
We were just collabing, and he, like he said, he hit me. He's like, yo, you want to do something different? I'm like, yeah, you talking my language. You know what I mean? We started making stuff. We made like 2 songs, and we're like, okay, we should probably become a band. Couldn't figure out the name, but we knew that we wanted to do every genre. Like I told him one day, I was driving, and I was like, hey, bro, like what if we just did every genre? Like, what if we just try to do everything? Because we were already like going on different paths and shit with the music, and then decided to.
We didn't want our name either to be cliche or corny, so we were just thinking in our heads the whole time for like 2 weeks. So what is our name gonna be? We didn't want to press the issue.
Yeah.
And then one day he just leans over while we're making a song, and he's like, "Hey, bro, we're good people. And then it just kind of just
Simple
like,
as
all right, that's what it is. Good
Might as
people.
well.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He denied like 10 of my other suggestions before.
What were the
though.
other
What?
ones
I
they
don't
banned?
I don't remember. You were
Down,
saying
man.
some shit too that I was like, fuck no.
The demons.
Heart eaters or some shit.
What is it?
I don't know.
The demons.
Mars, the Heart Eaters.
The heart eaters.
You can have it.
That's like a metal band name.
Yeah,
No,
right.
totally.
So it was instantly though, like you guys opposed to like starting like a hip hop duo. You were like, we want to start a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew that we weren't gonna want to be a hip hop duo.
We are actually working on getting our own guitarists.
We have people that we use,
and drummers.
but we haven't made it like official yet.
Yeah.
And
You
who
guys
knows if they'll be
perform?
good people? They might just perform with us.
We are simply vocalists.
So you guys don't play any instruments?
No.
I play the piano. That's it.
He can play the piano.
Okay. How'd you learn the piano? How old were you when you learned that?
Self-taught.
Okay.
Just fucking like 9 years, probably like 9 years ago.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
What made you want to do that? Just to keep. So at that time, were you making hip hop? Like, were you making your own music at that
Yeah,
time?
totally. Yeah, we both been making hip hop music since we were like 13.
Yeah.
But and I'm 28 now. But yeah, I wanted to learn the piano because of my older cousin who's like my uncle. He can play every instrument, and he taught himself every single one, and that's what told me it was possible. So, just playing around on the keys, figuring out what sounds make what sounds. And I went to school for it, but I couldn't learn for a hot second. There was a time, too, where, like, I just stopped trying to learn, and I just started playing in class. And they're like, damn, dude, you're good. And I was like, okay, I'm going to fucking leave.
Yeah. Well, then it gets to the point where it's like, what am I learning?
Yeah.
Like, why am I here if I know what I'm doing?
I don't know. I learned different. Yeah.
It's interesting. A lot of people, like, get something for going to music school, but I've talked to a lot of people who don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people who feel like it's not that it impairs their music, but that they get nothing out of it. Like, they're better as just visual recorders and visual learners.
Yeah, like our engineer Eli, he tells us about that. Like, he's been to school and he's learned a lot, but he feels like he could have learned it on his own. But one thing he does say though is he made like some solid connections, with different artists and people in the game.
That's like something I hear from so many people as well. It's like they all say the same thing. They say, I didn't really get much from music school musically, but it's like
Right.
I got a lot of connections.
Yep.
Which, I mean, is tough. So when you guys had solo careers before, how was this transition from that to a band setting like? Like, was it hard to kind of go from just making everything to yourself to working with other people?
Between good people, how was it connecting our solo into our band?
Yeah.
It was very smooth.
It's easy as shit.
It was very smooth.
Easier.
Yeah, it was easier.
That's what's strange, huh?
I think it's because we're so yin and yang and polar opposite as far as our sound. I say he's the harmony, I'm the bass. I always say that because that'd be the most easy way I could put it. Like, and we just mesh well together and we sound good together. I don't exactly know.
And then like I don't know, we're both forward thinkers and like open about trying new things. So like if I'm doing something weird or he's doing something weird, we're not judging each other. We're just go ahead. Go ahead.
I also want to just throw this out there. I feel it's underrated in our. A lot of people have been asking me, even some of our friends and our fans. They've been asking me lately, "Oh, do you guys write your own music?" And I think we're underrated music writers.
And people have been asking me too if we're cover artists.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want.
We write all of our
that
music.
kind of hurts me. I don't know.
Why do people think that?
No, not necessarily.
Maybe because I honestly
well,
they
the cover one is like people who meet us just then. But
as far as writing your own music, I don't know why they would. I don't know.
That's expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive to get.
Fucking, that's a lot of music to write.
To work with other songwriters, yeah, it's super expensive.
Yeah.
And I mean, like,
I don't know.
it's also like.
I guess it's like a thank you, honestly, though.
No, it feels
Do
good.
you write your own music? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
That feels good,
That's
yeah.
me.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
right, yeah. It feels good when they ask that,
Yeah, that's important to me. Any artist I listen to, I want to know that they write their
If they
music,
write
but a lot
their
of
own
times,
music,
they don't, and it bothers me.
How much do you guys do on the production end of your stuff? Do you work with other producers, or do you produce any of the stuff yourself?
Currently, we work with other producers. I'm in the process of learning though. Yeah, but anyways, we work with other producers. Yeah, what we mostly do is just organize everything, and that's about it.
How's it been learning?
It's been fun.
Has it been difficult? I mean, you already put the piano, so I imagine
that part is easy to me as far as like knowing all the digital side of everything, it's kind of a struggle for me, especially because I don't have too much time to put into it. I mean, I feel like if I was put in a setting where I can just play and have someone organize it for me, it would be okay. But yeah, it's a learning process.
Yeah, it makes sense. How did you guys originally meet? Like before the music?
Our families are really close, so we've known each other since we were babies.
Oh, okay.
We consider ourselves cousins. Our family considers, family. Yeah.
So how long after that did the discussion of music come in? Were you guys both making music by yourself and you were just friends at first?
Yeah, we were always making music by ourselves. I remember, like he said, he lived in a million cities before.
Yeah.
So I remember when he moved out from LA, he moved back to the Bay Area, I think, and he was on Morrow Lane in Concord, California.
Where? Say it again?
Morrow Lane in Concord.
Is that like in the...
By Monument.
Yeah, I feel like right by the skate park right there, right?
It's very, very in that area.
Very close, yeah.
In that area. And I had lived on that area. I had lived in like 2 blocks from him.
I moved too much, I don't know anywhere.
I lived 2 blocks from him.
Concord Bar area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I moved 2 blocks from him.
Yeah.
We met up. We were probably smoking weed, being bad kids. I don't remember.
Yeah, I was probably smoking at that time.
Yeah. Anyways, we weren't bad kids. I just remember he called himself Rabbit.
Eddie
he
Rabbit.
called himself Rabbit, and
like
that was fucking
from,
dope.
8 Mile.
No, but yes, but no. He was just Rabbit.
I was Rabbit.
And I just remember we were just working on
some songs.
Who
were you
songs.
at that time? You were always Juju Mad Scientist. No, you weren't.
I was probably HD or something weird like that. I had some weird name.
That's hot.
Everybody had that name when they were younger. It was like it's not gonna stick, but it is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember you started singing in front of me, and you weren't great yet, but you were like you had a voice, and I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna be good. And then years later down the line, seeing him again.
Because we were 18 at that time.
Yeah, because we were always doing our own thing. Like we knew each other and we always like see each other like at family parties and shit, but we would always just do our own thing.
Yeah.
And seen him at a family party at Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. We started talking about music more, about like, hey, and then we just, I don't know, it just kind of progressed from there.
It just kind of kept going, yeah.
Every time we saw each other, it was just, I see you doing your music, I see you doing this.
And I seen this guy all over Instagram, bro, all streaming platforms, going batshit fucking crazy.
Yeah, you're very tapped in on Instagram, bro.
Yeah, if anyone,
thank you.
If anyone ever gets a chance to check out Juju Mad Scientist before Good People, like your mind will be blown.
Why do you say that?
Because it's rap. Okay, it's rap. It's hip hop, right? But even before Good People, he kind of had this punk rock kind of influence, but it was over straight trap beats and like hip hop type beats. But it was just a really intense, like high energy, like
it was like a dope SoundCloud sound that was on all digital platforms.
Yeah. I really
SoundCloud sound.
I mean, that sounds like something that's like ahead of its time, to be honest with you, because like what you're describing sounds like exactly what blew up in 2017, 2018, like 2016, even the SoundCloud era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stupid talented, man. We're both fans of each other before.
Definitely.
Yeah, and still now.
This guy's a goat.
Where did the just going off what you were saying before when you went by Juju the Mad Scientist? So you said that was just a name that you had growing up?
No, it used to be Juju. My first name was it might have been HD, I don't know. But one day I was in the studio and I think it might have been the Flex song. It might have been some crazy song that I had. Where I was just turned up.
That's my favorite song by
him. Sounds like an X song.
I was
crazy, bro.
I was with my friends and they were just like, bro, you're like a mad scientist. You're just in there going crazy. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, damn, Juju the Mad Scientist. Or Juju Mad Scientist. There's no the in it.
Mm-hmm. The's weird, right? The kind of takes you out of the flow of the name.
Juju Mad Scientist.
Juju Mad Scientist.
So, that's how Juju Mad Scientist started. Red Lotus, he's a demon, and I don't know how your name started. Can you tell me that?
Yeah, my dad's Red. I'm the fourth. I'm Edward the fourth, and it comes from my dad Red. They called me Lil Red when I was a kid. And then Lotus because I grow plants. I love plants.
Really?
I love everything about plants. I know too much about plants.
I feel like I knew that already. My bad.
Oh, you knew that.
When did you originally get into plants? like that? Like, how did you get interested in that originally?
Probably my godmom Amber. You know Amber. You know, she'd always have me in the garden and stuff, and I got really into it. And then in my adulthood, I started taking it on, growing fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, or mostly vegetables and herbs. And then once I got really good at that, I ended up taking on cannabis. So I grow cannabis now. I don't know if there's some around here, but yeah, the whole science behind it is just really interesting to me. I'm a very like analytical type person, so it does a lot for me.
Does that have anything to do with why you guys chose the title of Project Earth, or is that totally unrelated? Am I just stretching there?
Well, that hope, no, you're on it. So it's kind of that project is called the Elemental Project, and this is like a multi-track project. So you have air first, which is rock, and then you have earth, right, which is, you know, rap, and then we're gonna be releasing waves, which is pop. So we're just going off all the elements and, you know, staying grounded.
Wow, that's an interesting way to go about that.
I feel like the reason we did that is because we have so much music and we make so much music that we knew we had to kind of categorize things. So we decided to go that route.
Do you guys tend to accumulate like a big vault of songs that you don't end up releasing?
Oh yeah. I was just gonna post on our Instagram that, hey, if you want to buy some songs to use for yourself, we got them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's honestly an interesting way to like practice making music too. Like, what if you just ended up selling a bunch of tracks that you were never going to release?
Yeah.
I mean, because you might as well be making music if you want to get better at making music. You know what I mean?
Totally. And like there was a time where we made this not reggae, what's that called? Afrobeat type song, and I put on an accent, and I'm like, I don't know why I did this, but I feel like I could probably give that to some Afrobeat guy who's actually from West Africa. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I think I should.
That Project Earth. Well, first off, I want to congratulate you guys because I thought it was a great project. I really enjoyed it. When you first released it, how was the reception? Like, how did you feel that people took to it?
You know what? Yes, like it felt great releasing it. It was awesome.
People took to it pretty well.
People took to it pretty well, but I guess as a never satisfied musician, I always want more. So like, it was never like, oh, I'm content with how much love it's not even about the love. I apologize. It's just the fact that there comes a point where you've been doing it for so long. I guess you just want some type of recognition, and we are getting that, but you just want more. And that I'll never be satisfied, but I always appreciate each and everybody who has ever listened to a Good People song, who has ever took their time to go out their way just to fucking find us.
Yeah.
So,
but in retrospect too, like, I mean, we've reached over 100,000 streams just on the projects that we've released on a low scale. So that's pretty awesome. You know, and people, it's our listeners are strange in a way. It's like you can't really pinpoint what they're gonna like. Because they seem to be kind of like us, where they're listening to different genres and they're exposed to different types of songs.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like a lot of artists, their listeners tend to listen to the same stuff they listen to, and that's why they're attracted to them in the first place.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
What kinds of people do you guys see coming out to your shows? Is it like people your age,
so
or
random,
people, or is it like the same kind of weird mix?
My mom comes to every show, and she told us,
hey, shout out, Mom.
She told us she's the type of person to like hit us the next day and tell us like how we did, and she'll tell us like completely honestly. And she's like, yeah, you guys are definitely stadium ready. And she like, I think this was after, I don't remember what show, but she was telling us about our fans that were there.
It was after the DNA Lounge.
Yeah, and she was like, I seen every single type of person there, and she just thought it was really cool. And we think the same, like white, black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Asian, no gender, gender neutral, like every type of
hipsters, gangsters,
LGBTQ, like every single type of person.
Hipsters, gangsters.
Yeah, all that. And I think that's dope. I like
that should be a slogan: hipsters, gangsters.
Yeah, right.
That's cool though, because I feel like when you have a fan base that's that varied and that wide-reaching too, you can have those kind of live music experiences where it's like, you know, all these people can be from different backgrounds, different places, and have different upbringings, but they come together and have one common interest. I feel like that's part of the reason I love live music so much. Like, I love live music, man. It's like my favorite thing in the world, and I feel like it's because it's like you can be in a room with somebody and you can feel weird about them or their vibe or whatever, but it's like when you're all there for the same thing, the same common purpose, it's like you just it's almost like the energy, you know. You just have like a weird energy in the room, like that you
now
all
there's a
can support each
connection.
other.
Now
Exactly.
there's a mutual
reason why everybody is there.
Right.
And that's another reason why I love going to my shows. Obviously, you know, I like to drink the juice a little bit, whatever. You know, get a little slurred, whatever. But the fun part about that is that I get to connect my fans together. Like, hey, meet, like, this is so and so. You know, meet each other. You know, become friends. And you know, it's just awesome when you could see your fans not just vibing with you, but meeting other friends. Yeah. And it's connecting. Everybody's connected. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is a really interesting thing, how everybody's connected to. I feel
right.
like it's like that. I mean, I've learned that it's like that with artists just as much as it is with fans of music. Like, I know so many. It's funny. Like, I'll interview one artist, then I'll interview another artist, and they could be from totally different parts of the Bay Area, but it's like they'll follow each other, and I see them commenting on each other's posts and stuff. And it's just funny how stuff's like connected in that way. Tell me about the Battle of the Bands you guys did a little bit, because it seemed like that was a huge like jumping off point from when you guys kind of started to go in the right direction and kind of gain some traction. Like, how was that? Like, what was your feeling through the whole process of that?
Oh man, it was an incredible feeling. I'll kind of take it back in a nutshell, but basically, Graham from Wild 94.9 was sent a song by someone who's a winemaker, a vintner, and just has multi platforms in Napa, California. His name is Jason Elkin. He sent him a song because he knew Graham, right? And usually, you know, you get sent a song as a DJ, you might listen, might not, but most likely will not play it.
You probably get sent hundreds of songs a day.
Dude, he ended up playing it, like, and it blew our mind.
Wow.
Red calls me at like
that's pretty crazy.
6:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, woke me up out of my sleep. Jason called me, woke me up out of my sleep, and then I called him.
Who's Jason?
Jason Elkin, he's
oh, okay, yeah.
And then I called him and I was like, bro, we're on the radio. What? We're on the radio. Click. And just fucking started listening.
I literally
you were asleep?
Yeah, I was 6:30 in the morning. I literally said, what?
And click.
Like, I'm
about to listen to this shit.
I thought we were gonna get blown.
They talked about
I
it.
thought we were war or something.
They talked about us like for a good hour.
For a while. And they kept playing the song, and then time flies a little bit more. JV comes to me and Jew and presents an opportunity that we're still in the works of, and we can't like talk about that too much. But some time went on, and now we submitted our song. Graham, we submitted our song, and we got picked out of like 50,000 different artists around the world, and a lot in the Bay Area too, and that was wild. So we came second place to country artists in Texas. Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, but he's actually really talented. Yeah. But
that's gotta be a pretty crazy feeling, because I know from growing up in the Bay, like that station, man, it's like what everybody listens to. And I mean,
especially in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I feel like too, going back to what you're saying about him being a DJ. Dude, think about how many tracks that guy gets sent a day. That's got to be a pretty crazy feeling. Him having
people be probably even throwing him money too.
Oh, I guarantee it. Mm-hmm. I know DJs that are 1/100th of the size that Graham is, and it's like people will throw their money to play songs at small clubs.
You said Jason gave him that song?
Yeah, he just sent it to him.
That's probably why he listened. Because Jason sent him the song.
Yeah, no, Jason's
He's a good connect,
reputable person.
Yeah.
Do you guys think you got a lot of new listeners from that opportunity? Did you find that people were coming out to your shows who were talking about that? Hell yes.
I remember when they called us in for an interview, I think it was like the next week, literally while I was talking, just follow, subscriber, follow. It was really cool. Yeah, it was really interesting. We've kept a lot of those same listeners that found us there.
That's sick. That's such a cool opportunity. How was the competition part of that? Like, I know you guys were all over social media and stuff asking for people to vote. Like, how was that experience?
It was
Did you
vicious.
get lots of people coming out and voting for you?
Yeah, no, there was a lot of people voting. Like, to be quite honest, I don't know how the hell he got more votes.
He had bots.
And let's not go there.
I'm just kidding, brother.
Let's not go there. But he was definitely sponsored by Jack Daniels before the competition, but we're not going to go there. So we got a lot of votes. We're not gonna play Trump over here, but we got a lot of votes.
We definitely had a lot of votes.
Rivers.
We had people, man,
voting
going
every day.
crazy.
I think
and then creating the content too
moms
for
had
it was
people
hard.
voting a day.
Huh?
Moms.
Oh
She
yeah.
had 100 people voting a day.
Yeah. Easily on her, just on her Facebook.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's not even accounting for all of our fans all across the world. Yeah.
That's so dope to have a supporter like that, man. That's like going out and doing everything for you.
Savage.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mama's a hustler.
What's your guys' favorite venue that you've played so far?
DNA and Cornerstone.
DNA, huh?
You guys been at DNA a bunch of times, huh?
No, just once.
No, only
Oh,
once.
really?
DNA and Cornerstone. What
The
was yours?
Cornerstone is probably,
I love Cornerstone.
but DNA,
Retro.
but DNA had a
Retro too. Honestly, every venue.
nah, not every venue.
Not every venue, no, but Retro Junkie, DNA Lounge, Cornerstone.
But retro was a vibe.
Retro's
we
a
went there
vibe.
like
Retro's
two.
always a vibe. We fuck with Retro. Shout out Retro Junkie.
Shout out Retro Drunk, especially because like we love them. We love the people that work there. We
Yeah.
love the whole organization. So Retro's.
Love all my ladies though.
Yeah,
At the bar.
bet you do.
I see you. All right, so yeah. What else do we love? What other venues we thinking about? That's it. Yeah.
I was playing at Cornerstone. I talked to a lot of people who said like the sound at Cornerstone is
incredible.
nothing like other venues.
Huh.
They say it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's incredible the way they have that room set up. The
Yeah.
Yeah, it
acoustics
is really nice.
Insane. Yeah.
Cornerstone, that's like I think that's my favorite. One of my favorite venues in the Bay. I think Cornerstone's dope. Like,
Oh, yeah, it is really
it's
nice.
also cool. It's just like I don't know. Like it doesn't. It's funny because it feels from the
Huh.
outside. It doesn't look like what it would look like in the
Huh.
inside. It's like the outside just. It almost looks like a warehouse.
Mhm.
And then you walk
Huh.
in. It's like this huge bar in the stadium and everything. I think it's dope.
Yeah.
What do you guys have any like dream venues in the Bay Area that you want to play eventually?
Oh, that's a
You
good
haven't yet?
question. Oh yes.
It was Cornerstone for me. Well, that was one of
Yeah,
them.
that was definitely one of them.
That's dope that you played a venue.
I always. I
That's
remember. I
sick.
remember seeing some. I don't know who it was.
Well, so historic
SoundCloud
with
rapper
the
like
punk
4 years
shows
ago.
even, yeah.
Who was playing at the Cornerstone, and I was like, damn, one day I'm gonna be here. And it was just, but Coachella, Outside Lands.
Damn.
Actually, I don't know. Festival would be my dream.
in the Bay though. In the Bay, hands down, Bottle Rock.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're saying this.
Outside Lands, Bottle Rock, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. I'm glad that we're talking about this right now because this is going to be something that we can go back on and
Well, it's
say
gonna happen
that
once
we
it
want
happens.
that we wanted to be at Bottle Rock and we will be there, and I'm glad you got to see it, talking to our future selves.
I talked to so many people who say the same thing about their music. I think that's so cool. That's one of my favorite like ideas of like interviewing musicians. It's like having that time capsule where they can go back and say like, oh, this is where I was 5 years ago when I did my Music Matters interview, and then here's where I am now.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's awesome, bro.
And I think you guys will get there 100%.
I appreciate it.
Outside Lands would be crazy. That's like my favorite festival in the Bay.
Yeah.
Bottle Rock, I was gonna go to this year, the one that's in 2 weeks or whatever, because I wanted to see the Chili Peppers. They were headlining on Friday, but they dropped out, which kind of.
If you wanna pull up on us in Napa, we'll be out there this weekend.
Pull up
Yeah.
on us.
We're gonna be having a barbecue right in front of one of the main stages in the VIP area
Yeah,
because
it's good.
our boy Jason lives right there.
No, I'm with it. I'll hit you guys
Yeah.
with that for sure. That'd be
Yeah,
dope. So you guys said that you don't play any instruments personally. When you perform live, have you thought about the fact of not the fact, but have you thought about ever performing with a live band, like not gigantic, but just a full
Yeah.
live band?
Yeah, we're gonna be having a full-on live band, drummer and not full-on, but yeah, a drummer and a lead guitarist
At Santa Cruz.
at Santa Cruz.
Have you done that
9/11.
yet, or is that something you?
We haven't done it
should
yet.
do?
Nope.
This is
We're
gonna be our first time.
So excited to do it.
Has that taken more rehearsing or anything?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It takes a lot more. But these guys are so talented that they can just adjust on the dime. You know, it's Christopher Kenji. A lot of people will know who that is. It's not like he's this big artist, but he's just someone who's like really connected and has incredible music. And if you know him, you really mess with him. Yeah.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, very. He's an actor, a model, a guitarist, musician, singer-songwriter, everything.
That's so cool, bro. Do you find it difficult ever, like making music the way that you guys do, but having more? Do you ever find that people want you to be like one genre? Like, have you ever found that? Because there's a lot of people I talk to who say that, like they feel like they have to nail themselves down to kind of get a niche down fan base. Do you guys ever feel like that?
Like yes and no. We're aware of it. Yes. There's some people that prefer a certain sound from us, and we have so much music, we can provide that certain sound plenty of times and times over for you to be satisfied. But when it comes to like us having a specific genre, I think most of our fans are very receptive.
They're excited.
Yeah, like what are they gonna do next?
Yeah, they're excited. Like, what's gonna happen? I wonder what this one's gonna be. sometimes I feel like they try to guess it out of the name before they listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, so when they hear a chick name, like we have a song called Nikki coming out, they already know what it's gonna be about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got Jocelyn,
Nikki, Jesse's girl, and Alicia, a few that we haven't released too.
Yeah, we have a lot of our songs are about heartbreak and breakup. So, but there's the ones where they'll see a title like Silent or a title like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of our songs are just, I don't know.
But when it comes to like doing different genres and people being receptive, there's also another factor where we have people who think about the marketing side, right? Because that can be really intimidating. Like, who is our market? Who is our listener? What is their age range? And for a while, I even racked my brain on it, and I couldn't quite nail it, you know, because you're trying to promote and you're trying to, you know, promote to a certain type of person. But we've come to accept that there is no certain type of person. Our listeners range from 13 to 70. We have 70-year-olds in Yountville, Napa, that listen to us. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like black, white, everything. You know, any type of race, any type of background, and we can't nail it. And I think that's the beauty of it, because our music is playing all over the world.
They're all good people, though. They have one thing in common. They're all good people.
Good people. One of the last things I want to ask you guys about was the video for Sunset City, because I was watching that and I was just like, first off, I was like, where the hell is this?
Yeah.
And second off, I was like, it's such a cool idea for a video, and just like, I like the color grade and the whole thing, and just from an editing perspective. I loved how it was shot and how bright it was. Where'd you guys shoot that at?
First of all, shout out XI Company, XI Visuals. That is Tiandre, incredible videographer and director. But yeah, we shot that.
Shout out Player P, Preston,
who's a part of XI Company, and also Brandon Blake, who was another.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah. But yeah, we shot that at Pat Vinatieri's house, who is what's the football player?
Oh, Adam Vinatieri. He was a Super Bowl kicker.
He's his uncle, but more than that, he is a renowned winemaker, and we have that connection because we've brought him clients and customers and brought him a lot of money and stuff. And one day I was over there, I was like, I think we were both over there.
Super good wine, by the way.
No, incredible wine, Vinatieri wine.
Can't make it up, man.
Shout out Vinatieri.
If you can afford it, it's worth it. But yeah, we were over there chilling, having some wine. He doesn't stop pouring; like, he just keeps pouring down your throats, man. And he really liked Jew too. And so we were just talking, and he's had E40 shoot a music video at his house before, so he was kind of like already open to it. And yeah,
he also had Gunna shoot a video at his house.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
How'd that feel to shoot somewhere where not only E40 but Gunna shot a video? That'd be crazy.
I felt
at
nothing.
the time.
Nothing.
No, at the time
Zero.
I was
no
like
starstruck.
I was starstruck. He's used to this. He sees nice places.
What do you
That's
mean?
his job.
Oh, that's right, huh?
He does the Napa tours, so he makes connections with multimillionaires essentially. So
that sounds really nice. Thank you for saying that.
That's like his job, you know.
Is that what you're doing full time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's our company. Interview? Okay. We gotta
wrap it up.
Yeah, I have to do an interview for a potential driver.
Yeah, you're chilling, man. No problem. But before we go, do you guys have anything coming down the pipe musically you want to shout out? You want to tell anybody about any release coming down?
Yeah, Waves is coming soon. Waves, our pop album, is coming very soon.
It's gonna be 10 or 11 tracks.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's almost like a new genre, part 3, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's more so centered towards pop music and, of course, the hip-hop influence.
Hell yeah. We're excited about that, definitely. Also have a Nicki music video coming out.
Yeah, and you said you were going to be a part of it, so we're going to need you mid-September. I'm talking to the people, yeah. So. No, we had this post where a lot of people were, hey, how you doing, man?
So good.
Where a lot of people wanted to be a part of it, and so we're gonna be doing a really big music video. We need you a part of it if you can.
Word, let me
just
get
to be an
out.
actor. We're gonna be at the old 49ers Stadium.
Hey, let me know. That'd be dope. I'd be super down.
Panhandle, San Francisco, cool.
Yeah, 100%. All right, guys, appreciate you doing this, man.
Of course, man. Yeah. Thank you for having us. And
thanks, brother.
100%. It was great talking to you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm pumped to see what you guys do next. I gotta be at a Good People's show soon.
Bro, we'll get you out there.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because we're going to Santa Cruz, and we're gonna be bringing the buses out.
You can go to Santa Cruz. You can hop on the bus with us if you want.
It's good.
The shuttle bus.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, I
Besties.
think we did.
that's what's happening.
I think that's what's happening. All right, I appreciate you guys.
All right, brother.
All right, music matters.
Thank you.